friends. Welcome to Live, Laugh, and Lovey, home of the best television recap podcast. I'm your host, Lovey, and me and my good girlfriends, we take you on a weekly voyage to our favorite shows where we chat, sip on some tea, or an adult beverage, whichever you like, no judgment, and we wave our fans because the shade gets real. So get comfy, grab a snack, and enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the virtual living room. Sitting on the virtual couch, we got Joe and Iva. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
All right, I got questions.
Oh my goodness, go ahead.
Okay, can I just get it out? We're going to start off with Lizzie and Seb.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Okay,
Miss Nosy Rosie.
let's just start off with her mom. Okay. Her mother had good questions. I ain't gonna lie. First, I was sitting there like, dang, you're going in. But those are valid questions.
Mm-hmm.
However, he did say he has two jobs. This is where he went wrong. This is where you went wrong. When somebody say, what's your plan? I don't have a plan. I'm just up in the air. No. Right now, I am figuring things out and I'm going to be working toward this goal. Period. That's all you need to say. Because clearly she said she has high standards. And I had to go back and look at Lizzie's age again. Because her mother made her seem like she was fully grown, like past 30 plus.
And
The way she made it. Yeah. So I get it. She was like, you're 31. However, even though he's 31, he could be a late bloomer. We don't know. He could be just starting his career. It could be lots of things. So for her, the way she was putting judgment on him because of his responses, I didn't like that. But the questions on point. I like that. Now, the tattoo.
Oh Lord.
I was like, who goes and gets some chicken scratch? Because it's like chicken scratch to me.
Well, you know what it said though.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
However, you're going to get chicken scratch tattoo on your toes, okay? And then you're like, oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's going to hurt because you put it on your toes and you got to walk on your feet, which you use your toes. And I was just like, how much money did you pay for that? Because that was I've seen worse
That
tattoos.
shit was free. That was pencil. That was so fake. You see, he asked for henna at first.
He did. And he was good for asking that. And when she looked at him, like, no. However, it would have been a better way for him to commit slowly versus getting that chicken scratch on him. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all.
He tried to be nice and he tried to be accommodating, but the foot thing had me kind of throwed, especially when he said on the bottom. I thought he was just playing and being facetious with it when I saw that food laying on his tummy and you saw the lady going, ee. I was like, really? And then to find out that he put it on them little toes, Jiminy Crickets. I need to get it out.
I was horrified. But I was like, you could have taken that same, them initials. Those initials, which is going to mean what later on that you participate in experiments?
Right.
You could have put them in the top of your foot, the side of your foot, but not on the bottom. Ain't nobody going to see all that.
And I think that's the point. But still, that was crazy that they even tattooed it.
Chicken scratch like that is $500 at least.
You know they gave that free.
Scratch.
It looked like chicken scratch.
It did. It looked like she wrote it in pencil. It didn't have like fancy letters. It was stick MAFS, and it was like faded. It was like, look, that's what I'm saying. She wrote that in pen. They not fooling nobody. They are not.
He walked out hobbling though. He was hobbling.
Girl,
like, ooh.
Right. That was part of the dream. That fool was not hurt.
Said the dream.
Yeah. You are not hobbling. That was foul. And she just, oh, yay. Boo.
I would have been like, no, that's not a good first tattoo. No. You could do better than that. You don't got to go gigantic. You could do something small.
And what did she get? She got some little commas. The hell?
But she got a whole...
Yeah, but she got a whole lot of other ink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So even hers are hidden. I mean, let's wear a bathing suit. I'm just saying, I'd have been like, you know, my man gonna put something on the bottom of your toes. I'm saying.
Oh, Lord.
But he's corny. I don't expect anything less from Seb. He's corny.
I don't care.
He's corny, but he's very protective, isn't he, though?
Girl.
I'm
like, are you serious?
Now, pit bull. She
right,
love it, too.
Right. She loving it.
With his broke tail.
Oh.
That's what the mother was saying. He broke.
Yep. Yep. Talking about
Basically.
she fancy, she bougie. I know you want to do your stuff or whatever. You want to be a little trainer. She
And a
like,
Mm-hmm.
construction worker.
right, right, girl. I fell out. And a construction worker. She was like, well, where's the real money, sir?
That's so wrong. At least this man is working.
Okay,
That's
construction is
wrong.
seasonal.
Yeah.
It is, and that's where personal training come into play. People want to work out when it's
Right.
cold and raining
While he
in the
trying to
winter.
tell her on the under that she look anorexic. He
She
trying
need
to
to be
slip
telling
that
her
in.
mama that. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, her mama is the opposite.
Because I stopped it and then I went back and when I looked on the screen, I was like, who is this Oompa Loompa on my TV?
Oh no.
And then when it said it was her mom, I was just like, oh, that's why she's firing with all these lines of questions. Now, what I will say, I did like how Seb did not back down. He was like, what you want me to do? You want me to do a backflip?
Yeah, yeah, right. Right, he sure did. Yeah, the mama, she started pressing and stuff. These mamas be killing me though, but yeah, she pressed and was like, yeah, so what are you gonna be doing for money? Because now if it's like, oh, she gets it, she's getting it from us. That's us. So I'm like, uh-oh, I'm thinking, is she another Elizabeth? What does she do? I'm just saying, what does she do? How does she get her money? Because we saw their house. Did we see her house? We did see her house a little bit, didn't we?
Her house is like an everyday house. It wasn't that
Right.
fancy.
Right.
That's why I
Speak.
went to
It
when the
was a
mom said stuff. That's why I was looking at her like, you act like y'all living in a mansion.
yeah,
Right.
because it was
Mm-mm.
like a little cottage, wasn't it?
No, it
I
looked like
guess
a Brady
so.
Bunch house.
It's like a house, not Brady Bunch house. Speaking of smaller houses, was anybody surprised at Stacy's itty bitty house, but the fat car out front? Was
No.
Black
anybody
on black on black.
surprised about that itty bitty house with that car out front? And then, did y'all notice how it came to fruition what he said, like y'all were talking about in the beginning? She's a gold digger. Did you see how he was like, so what we
Right.
gonna do about working? Oh, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take all the cooking and the this, and then you're gonna go to work and I'll spend it. I said,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit.
But at least he's aware of it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
he
but
He's not
that's
probably
gonna
shocked.
be that's
smelled
gonna be a
that
sore spot
the
though,
minute
cause
that she walked down the aisle.
that fool asked for a credit card. She is serious. First thing out her mouth, if you break their trampoline, you're gonna have to buy them a new one. First thing that was out of her mouth. He was started counting. What is this? Is this $1,500 worth of shoes? No, it's not. Some of them were on sale. Girl,
Yes, he was going through all her handbags. I'm just like, why you got all them
yes.
bags on the floor?
And he was like, "Oh, at least I know I don't have to buy you a new handbag." She was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was bad. So I was cracking up because I know when they pulled up to her spot, I said, "Oh yeah, they definitely moved into his house.
Ah,
Definitely
He
moved
did
into
say
his
that
house."
they're moving into his
Yep,
house.
he sure did. He
because
sure
her
did.
room was teeny tiny.
Girl, her house was teeny tiny. That
Well,
car in the driveway was bigger than that house.
it really was. It was
Yeah,
nice though, black on black on black.
yeah, she rolling. Like E40 said though, buy $85,000 car before you
To
buy a
buy
house.
a house.
Come on now.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me at all. It's Stacy, and hey, I mean, if that's what he want, I mean, if she taking care of the home,
That ain't what he want though. He wasn't ready for the traditional. He was expecting her ass to be outside working too, just like him.
do you think that he's gonna push the issue?
Yeah,
What's
he
the point of
is.
having a law degree if you're not using it?
Yep. And that's what he
True.
said. What's your title gonna be? Law school graduate?
Well, Sandra Huxtable, she got her law degree, and she wound up being a camping store owner.
Correct. But she what? She what? She worked, right?
This is true.
Okay. And
This
she
is
had
true.
twins.
This is true.
So what's the name? Got them little babies that look like they a year and a half apart. So I guess you're gonna call them twins. And she went to whole law school, but she in the house cleaning and cooking up, or cooking and cleaning up. The flowers have died. There is no morning dew,
I remember that.
and I feel so blue. That is my favorite.
Oh my gosh. So speaking of in the kitchen with pots and pans
Oh
stirring
my
up
goodness.
shit.
Casey and Drew.
No,
Oh,
Stacy
who?
and Michael.
Oh, when she was trying to make that poached egg or what?
No, just period. They are some serious pot stirs.
Oh,
They mess. I mean, we always knew
yeah, they
that they
messy
were,
dudes.
but
Yeah.
man, they was just like, oh, we gonna really get in there. And he just sitting at the dinner party. They are not functioning people unless there's some type of drama going on.
And they're the ones that's making it because they were so bored talking about, oh, I'm tired of this. Where are the questions? Bring them on. I'm ready for a boom, man. Where's the boom, man?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, they irk my soul.
They're the mean girls. And then you see when they got their question, of course, it was about the infidelity. And she was like, see, I knew we were going to get this. Boom. Anyway, let's answer. Okay, next. Like, come on. He still didn't answer correctly. That boy knows. Boy, get out of here.
I don't remember.
Right.
Okay.
If I did, but I'm good to apologize. Shoot.
Anyway.
Speaking of apologies, Johnny needs to give Connie a big apology. A
Yes, he
humongous,
does.
a humongous apology.
Yep, for his flip flopper self.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
exactly what he is, a flip and a flopper.
And I was
Hmm.
mad at her friends. I was upset with her friends too, kind of at first, but I'm not now.
Her friends, I think the way they about it is they ask a question and then they answering it and then they shutting it down. It's like give him a chance. Like I
Mhm.
want to hear your story.
Mhm.
I would listen to it and then be like, okay, this is the reason why I keep saying to you that you're doing
Mhm.
X, Y, Z. So the
Mhm.
way her friends handled it wasn't good to me personally,
No, it was wrong.
but I understood why they were, feeling that way because of the way he has been, treating her. Like I said, he has valid reason to say, hey, I'm not, basically, you're not attracted to her.
Okay,
That's
but
all
why
it
would he
is.
say that? And I'm glad that she finally asked because the friends, that's what I thought the friends were going to do. They at no time asked, were you attracted to her? So maybe if they would have asked that, we wouldn't have even gotten further. We had to get all the way to the end where they're at the table with other people at the dinner until she finally was just looking at him was like, look, fuck it. You like me or no, I'm cute? Well, you're not, I'm not unattracted to you. I said, oh,
But he flat out said no.
finally, because she said, what does that mean? She had to press him and put him up under her thumb. When that fool said, I already knew. No. Okay, well then it's over. I'm not trying to be like Michelle and Steve. And what happened?
I'm so over these people. I'm
Well,
so over these people. Oh
I'm over
my
Steve getting mad
God.
at people when they keep asking him why you not kissing her and hugging her. Why are you mad? Don't you understand why they're asking this question? Her own
Right.
mama was like, and you keep saying the same thing. What no matter what happens, I'm living here with a best friend. And then Michelle, you just don't want to be alone so bad because you've been alone for 15 years that you're gonna settle in a relationship with no sex.
Yeah. I'm like, girl, come on now. Can we just come to an agreement and arrange? I'm okay. So Casey and Drew, they've been
Mm-hmm.
together for a month. So that means
Yeah.
the rest of the crew, they've been together for months.
Yes.
And ain't nobody touched nobody? Come on now. Come on. Ain't no
Girl,
way.
I'm like, you ain't even like rolled over and or as a girl, like, did the little cuddle, try to be the little spoon and back it
It's a
up on
little
them or
slow.
something. I mean, like, what's up? What's up? What's going on? You got people in the US one that have finally at least done it on the sixth day. I mean, good Lord, sixth day. These people is at 6 weeks and haven't even
And more.
done
Six
it.
weeks and more.
Yes, and haven't even done it. I'm like, if you don't calm down and like they were saying, won't you just go ahead and I'm not in it for that. Yeah, we understand you're not in it for that. Even Connie had me rolling. She was like, that's where I'm at. I'm at the point like, let's just do it. Let's just go
She
ahead.
did say that. She
Didn't
did
she?
say that.
Let's
Yes.
just do it. Let's just see how it will be. Connie like, I want some
But that's not
peace,
who I
boo.
am. I have to, be into somebody, and if you got to do
Right.
all that damn explaining,
What you
keep your dick to yourself, okay? I don't even
Oh,
want your little
he
funky
is.
shit.
He
But at the
Yes.
same time, he does make valid points. Like, if he want a one night stand, he can go ahead and get that anytime.
I don't think he could do that either, Jonay.
I
I don't
know,
think
but
he could do that either.
I know, but
I
I'm
don't
just
think he could do
saying
that.
that
But
the way he explained it is, I got it, but just knowing the person, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
that's the reason why. Like every time he says stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. However,
Boo.
but your actions are saying something else.
Actions are saying something different. And I
That's
think
what
that's
it
why I'm
is.
sensitive to that because I've been in that relationship. Your actions are saying different things than your mouth is. And that shit is
Mm-hmm.
confusing. And it's kind of like manipulative because it's like making the other person think like you're crazy. Like, am I crazy? Because this fool
Mm-hmm.
just told me that he liked me. But then he like pat me on the head like I'm a puppy and be like, all right, peace. And just pat, just because I think that's what he was like doing to her. And he was the one that when they got in that tub, is something gonna happen in this tub this weekend? And she was like, oh, maybe. I'm thinking like, okay, well, he asking, he trying to get close, and she's being the prude. But then when they got to the dinner, and she just point blank came out of nowhere, it was like, look, that's where I'm at. Like, let's just do it. Let's just see if it's gonna work. Well, that's not what I want to do. Oh, boo. Okay, now I'm not on your side anymore, Johnny. Boo.
He should have just left. They should have just let him go last week.
Well, I mean, but they couldn't with the thing. I mean,
I
well,
know.
yeah, but he was kind of boozy with the. I just wanted to see if she was gonna say stay. Like you want me to fight for you, because I do want to go to her house. And her mama, that was scandalous. Her mama and her sisters, that was scandalous. Okay, so since the mama isn't liking the experiment, that means I can't go to see my mom and them. Period, because I guess all my time has to be on camera. And since you don't want to be on camera, I can't go see my family.
Right.
That was kind of foul. Her mama
But
is
are we
foul.
shocked?
You know what I lightweight was because I thought she was gonna maybe at least be on camera and clown her on camera again, like for old
Not
time's
clown her
sake.
on camera again.
For old time's sake, just one time for the one time. But yeah, that was gangster. So they had to do an Airbnb and
Yeah.
they was sitting up there chilling with the alpacas and
Right, which was weird. I was like,
and
don't alpacas spit on you? You just
yes,
all
they
close
do,
like
and they
that?
bite and
I'm
hopped over that fence. I was like, if you don't use that good zoom, I don't pay all this money for these camera phones for nothing, fool. I got good zoom. They be like, oh, let's go see the alpacas. No, I'm good. Yeah. Look,
Oh yeah, that I think that maybe the producers had something to do with that. I mean, because every time they have the mom on camera, she's always negative Nancy. She always
mm,
got the sourpuss face. So I
mhm.
think that they may have said something to her like, okay, can you at least show some kind of support? And when she probably said no, I don't agree with this, so they was probably like, okay, look, I'm just making up a whole scenario. They was
Right.
like, okay, well then we can't have you on camera if you're gonna be acting like that. And then that's when she called Connie and was like, well, you can't stay here because I don't want to be on camera and because I don't want to do what they want me to do, and then you got to find a shelter elsewhere.
Yeah, because I would assume that because how vocal she was, that they would want her on. Like that's good TV for the shady cameraman. You know what I'm saying? So I would think by her being such a negative Nancy, they would be like, "Ooh, please let's do it." I kind of think it was just her that said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not about to do that, and don't bring him and your little fake husband here." She probably called him a couple of choice words and was like, "Yeah,
Call him
come
fake
back."
husband because
Right.
Jonathan is saying that they're not legally married.
Right.
They're not. You know this. Say no. And that's also another reason why Connie's mom was like, y'all ain't married. Y'all can't be shacking up in my house, fornicating.
Oh.
Even though
Mm,
she's not
Well,
doing
well,
nothing, but
they not
still.
fornicating, right? I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's not happening.
So that's probably one of the reasons too. But at the end of the day, they ain't none of them are married. Anytime when you gotta keep doing a commitment, stay or leave, that says a lot.
Okay, just to backtrack a little bit, did y'all peep how Mike busted Stacy out and was like, I love when I wake up first thing in the morning and I look over to you
Yes.
and you have a beautiful full face of makeup because you didn't just got up and got dressed.
That
I
reminded me of
said
that
that.
episode. Yeah, that
That
reminded me
remind
of that episode
That's
of A Different
Whitley.
World.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Whitley. Yeah, but at least he didn't know, or he acted like he didn't know. But yeah, boo boo, we know that that's plush pale on your lips. We know
Flush
that's not
me.
whatever color. We know that you don't look like that.
I said that, what was it, episode 3 or 4 about that? Y'all was like,
You
no, she
did.
don't wear no makeup on. I was like, she wakes up and put makeup on
Yeah.
and then get back in the bed.
You did say that.
I was like, but he did call her out. She was looking at him like, yeah, because you do.
Right.
It ain't like you put some eyebrows on. You put a
You put on
full
full
face of
Full
makeup on.
foundation.
face.
She got on lipstick. That's what cracked me up. I'm like, boo, you can't even have like on a Carmex. She has on
Said
lipstick
Carmex.
color, bruh. I'm like, not even gloss. I was trying not to think that she was doing the Whitley Joe. So I'm like, I know maybe the eyebrows, okay, maybe those are, microbladed or whatever. So they stand thick. Then I'm like, she got lashes on, but I'm like, maybe she does the extensions. So, they don't come off, they whatever. But I'm like, damn it, if you don't got full foundation on, ma'am, and and now you got on pale lipstick. Boo.
So, y'all silly. I'm just really, I want to say that with Australia, it
Hmm.
does kind of forces the hand of each couple because it kind of makes them put everything out on Front Street, which kind of pushes the needle along in the relationship because it forces them to discuss whatever challenges that they're having. I mean, granted, it's for all to see, but do you guys think that that's an effective way for the experiment to go versus how it's done here in the US?
Wait, what do you mean by is pushing is making them? I don't get that part.
So, like with Connie and Johnny,
Hmm.
we as an audience know that they're not doing anything.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
clearly he's not attracted to her. But as far as them being in the thick
Oh.
of the experiment, you could kind of pick up signs here and there, but for the most part, unless you actually get that definitive answer from them, no, they not bumping uglies. So, so with the lines of, with the cards, with the thing that they had to do, it kind of forces them to talk about it. Like it's out in the open for all to hear.
Hmm.
Whereas here in the States, they don't do that. They just do that one on one with each other. How do you think that that's an effective way to build on their relationships versus how it's done here?
I don't know. I mean, I like the way that they do the commitment ceremony and go through all the steps and stuff like differently in Australia. I guess maybe that's part of it. Everything is just it's just pulling everything out in the open.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I think it makes them deal with the issues immediately versus when an issue does happen, they don't know how to handle it. So I think that's the difference
Hmm.
between it. So they're learning how to handle their issues on site. That's the way to say it at this point.
Hmm.
Um, because everything is not going to be roses.
Hmm.
Right.
But a lot of the issues happen immediately. So it makes you think like, is it really an issue or is it just petty? I think one of your words that you have, I think you said before, is immaturity.
Poopy.
And then also makes them really address what is a marriage.
Hmm.
Mm.
So in the States, they are actually building up to it. They're learning how to live together.
Hmm.
Where here, they throwing questions at them. They making you
Hmm.
deal with other couples, hearing all the gossip, and then you got to go and do a whole commitment ceremony.
They putting you all on the spot.
Yeah. So even if the person like Yvonne and Alex,
Alex.
Mm.
how they kept saying, everything was good, but really everything was good as a friendship. But there really
Yeah.
wasn't anything there.
At
Hmm.
all.
So if they would have went to the commitment ceremony like they were supposed to, then they would have been asking that question, are you intimate?
You think they would have asked them, what questions do you think they would have asked them this week with those questions?
They would have asked them that because they've been saying we're still getting to know each other. But there comes a time if you could have said, we're getting to know each other, we're not at the point to become intimate. But I do see myself later with this person. But right now, not now. It's just the same thing like Steve. Like Steve, basically, he not going to be intimate with nobody until he knows that he actually, am I okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh. I saw Lovey eyes move. Sorry.
Oh, no. I'm rolling my eyes at Steve.
Thank you. Me too. I'm like, keep going with him.
So Steve, like I was saying, he's not gonna just give up the goods.
What is wrong? What kind of pee are you holding, sir?
But I'm saying,
is it bad? Do you have bad sex, sir?
I'll say like this, like me, I don't do that either. So I like when they're talking about this, I understand. I don't give that up either. Like if I know you,
months,
3 months,
yes,
months?
yes.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
So I get that, especially when you get to an old.
I got to know. I got to know.
Me a hoe, hell. I need to know what that thing working with.
What
okay.
Thing do? What that mouth do? What that thing do? What it don't do? Is it boo boo?
But
or is it woo woo?
But if you are attracted to a person,
right,
then then you're going to want to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be time and place that you're going to do it. Steven is not talking about that. He just keeps right. So when he went to dinner with the family, the spread looked really nice.
Oh yeah,
it looked really nice.
Food. Right.
It gave me now when I looked at her family, I'm like, oh, okay, because I was trying to figure, what is she? Makes sense.
She's Greek, isn't it? Aren't they Greek?
Basically, like Middle Eastern, kind of like.
Kind of, and she does look just like her dad. Oh my God! I was like, oh Lord! It was like looking in a mirror.
Right. But her mother said no.
Yep.
And her mother was like, because Steve, he's talking about friendship.
Yeah.
You can be friends with somebody to say, but this is my lover, this is my woman, but also this is my best friend. He ain't said nothing. All he said was, "We're gonna be friends at the end of this experiment."
No, I'm gonna have a best friend.
Yeah, he said best friend.
I'm gonna have a best friend. He keep calling her best friend.
Yeah.
Right after the experiment. But that's letting me know what you want, sir. Why you want to stay married to me then?
But I do give him a little bit of credit. Every week he is showing a itty bitty, teensy weensy of intimacy.
Every week he is showing that she is a friend.
He is that too, but he is showing her that basically he is getting to know her and starting to like her. So you can see that he just you can tell he out of touch of, to me, he's out of touch of dating a female and being around females, because it's clear that you show no bones. Even when them hugs is like, come here, bear hugs to me. So it is. Come here. I love that you said that. But I wouldn't feel that was like, ooh, you like me? I wouldn't feel none of that. I'd just be like, oh, my friend just gave me a hug.
Right. He'd be getting the pats if it was from me.
He does.
Give me that hug, pat on the back. And, that's that friendship hug.
Right. And then he's defensive every time when people bring up stuff to him. Yep. Because he's not ready to deal with the issue.
Yep.
That's what it is. You're not ready, so you're going to get defensive and be with a little snob. They know how to get to you. I'm going to need you to
hurt. Because he know he's wrong too, though. He knows he's wrong. So
yes. Yeah. And then the same thing with Michelle. Okay, so not until the dinner ceremony, until your mom says something to you, that's when you realize, like, oh, I've been settling. You think? You've been settling for a long time. The only time she didn't settle when she was like, leave. That's the only time that she actually showed some type of guts. Even at that time, she still was I don't know. But you've been settling, so you should have been like, it's time for us to take our marriage to the next level. Let's sleep in the bed together.
You see what she tried to do when they got to her house? That's what she tried to do, remember? And they woke up. They showed one day they woke up and they were in the bed together. Yeah. But the thing he looked and was like, oh, well, this is a pretty big enough bed for us to still have our space. That's the first thing you looking at, Steve. Because, okay, what I got you in the bed now, but now we're not going to cuddle. We're not going to nothing. Because I know Michelle will probably throw that ass back. Like, come on, let's try something. Like, try to jump him or something, girl. If he
Throw
say
it back,
no
throw it
and
back,
he
throw it
rejects,
back, throw it
right.
back,
If he
throw it back.
rejects you, then you know.
So
Right.
I have
You
a
know.
theory.
Uh-oh.
Steve suffers from erectile dysfunction. Okay.
No.
Now, it got to be a reason why he's
No.
completely
He's
closed
a
off.
prude.
He's a
He's a
prude.
prude.
He is.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to be pressured into it. He wants to, I know about being slow and stuff like that and trying to take it slow, but there's baby steps and there's like snail steps. This fool is a snail. And it's getting embarrassing. And I feel for Michelle. I literally do. Because when I hear her make those excuses, no, see, we are married. This is my husband and we are very good friends. I love him. He told me he loved me, and I love him too. Now, are we in love? No, because we have not done anything. Would I like to be intimate? Yes. However, he is my best friend. Girl, stop defending it because you're embarrassed. You are. So now, when your mama said it, because you've already been thinking it in your head, and now when your question to you guys as a couple is about the same thing, now you're starting to realize, okay, it's not just me that's tripping, and maybe I need to love TKO it. And I need him to really put leave, because if he puts stay again when she say leave, she needs to go to them people and be like, look, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do the stay leave thing again. I don't want to do that. Well, I thought we were getting along because we stayed in the same bed at your house. Yeah, we did, Steve. But when we got back home, you went back in the other room, bruh. So, miss me.
So who you think of me on the chopping block this week? Well, besides the obvious.
Right, Steve, and Connie. Connie needs to not even make it to. She needs to come to the ceremony just to give her peace and have her bag on the couch in the back. So when she finish getting her peace, she could be in
Have
one
her
of
bag
them.
sitting between them.
Yes, yes, and she needs to put on a nice, excuse my expression, she needs to put on a nice fuck 'em dress. Right, fuck 'em, girl, fuck 'em.
She look good though.
And you
She,
got to do the dance. You got to do
yes,
the dance. So you
fuck
do
'em,
that.
girl, fuck 'em, fuck
But
'em,
she be
girl.
looking good
Fuck 'em.
though. That's one thing.
Exactly. She need to put on her nice FM dress, have her bag right there, and say when
Have
she
her
finishes,
emotions in check. Don't you
"Yep,
dare cry.
don't you cry till you get outside in your confession with us, cause we gotta see the tears and your relief, cause she gotta get ready to deal with her mama. She need to keep some of that energy for her mama too when she get there. Give her mama a couple of 3-4 cents, but she need to walk up out of there
Three,
and
four
have
cents.
her Uber on deck and be like Connie out and just like drop her mic and shit and walk out.
But
You
like you
think he
said,
gonna
Joe,
care? He ain't gonna care.
Yeah,
nah, he
yes
ain't
he
gonna
is.
care.
He gonna be molded. He gonna feel like, well, I really didn't want to ever hurt Connie. She is so great. Boo! Where's the littlest violin?
She said the smallest violin. I, well, like you said, Jonay, I think that after this, they probably had a whole bunch of men lined up to date them because she's a cute girl.
She's
She just,
better looking now.
yeah, she
She been letting
elevated.
that hair down and she,
Yeah. Yeah, because when she pulled her hair up during her little confession, I was like, "Ooh, she got good hair this week." Mhm.
yeah, she been having all that ocean. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
See, she got in that tub. Uh, We'll see if anything happens. Girl, you should have looked right on camera and been like, "Yep, all that. What you want? I want all of it. The smoke, the eggplant, whatever you dishing up,
Oh
bruh.
my gosh, I
I'm serving it. I'm ready for it."
can't. Oh, I
I didn't
can't.
ever think what we called her our little seasoned virgin. I didn't ever think that we were gonna see her look and finally out of desperation go, oh, that's where I am. I'm like, let's just do it already. I said, oh, okay. That five
Mhm.
years didn't caught up or
Yeah.
whatever. She said she ain't been in a relationship. That 5 years didn't caught up.
Well,
She trying to be good because she didn't left her little toys and shit at the house. She didn't bring them with her here. because she trying to be nice with Johnny, and Johnny ain't giving her none. I hope she swung by the house when they wasn't taping, while they was at home. When shit, hey, she needs to go to that same bar that Haley and Mike went to. Maybe she'll get lucky too. Shit, she.
Do think that Australia does emphasize a lot on intimacy.
Oh my God! Wait, do you see my face?
Yes, you stuck,
I'm frozen.
girl.
I'm mad
Why?
that you said toys, but it
Oh
does make
shit.
sense though. But go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, it does. But does she know about a toy? That's all that matters. Does she?
I don't think from what she did that one time, we've been calling her approved this whole time, and a virgin, the team version or the season version. I don't think now. I think now when she gets it, she probably be smiling from ear to ear. She be how was her mom and them laughing at her? Right. That's how she would be in the confessions if he'd have put it on her. We'd have damn sure known if she'd have been doing it. Are you guys intimate? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a cold laugh though.
Wait, can we talk about how Connie was like, Johnny, you said we didn't want to be intimate because you didn't want anything to get out of hand or something, how she said. She did say
My
that at the dinner.
emotions. Yes, you didn't want
Yes.
my because
Remember I said that.
you
You
did say
did say
that.
that
You did say
long
that
time ago.
because remember Mike said it. Mike was like, "What do you think? What do you think?" But he said, "You've been with her for months. What do you think? She's gonna be stage 5?" When he said that, I knew exactly what that meant. You know what that means, Lovey?
No.
Stage 5. It's stage 5 clinger. I think that was Wedding Crashers. Anyway,
With Vince
stage
Vaughn and them?
yes. And remember how the blonde oh gosh, the red hair, and she was all on him after they did it and wouldn't leave him alone. She was like a stage 5 clinger. He was like, "Oh my God, I can't get away." But that was ended up being an
But
act
would that
for
have
her.
been a bad thing, no?
Yeah.
You married. If you're not
Girl,
clinging
what?
to your husband, then come
No. No, clingy is different than just being up on it and it being good and all that stuff. No, he thought she was gonna turn into like basically if it would be a bad one night stand, he was like, and they call you back and keep calling and keep calling, keep calling. But now we're married, so she right here in my face, and she probably be like, "Oh, Johnny, I want to do it again and again
yeah,
and
but
again and again."
she was already clingy because even last week during the commitment ceremony when she was just like, I look for him to be next to me. I rely on him to be next to me. I can put my feet on his, and I'm lonely without him, basically. So I
Mm-hmm.
get it, but I don't find anything. It's your wife. It's your
Yeah.
spouse.
But see, we've already established that he not feeling her like that. So of course that's gonna be clinginess. So if you all up on me, you stage 5. You see how she already tripped on the phone.
Yeah,
We had that was the couple that had the phone issues in the beginning. Remember?
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Mm-hmm.
I
R.I.P.
agree though. She'd have been a stage 5 clinger.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She would be stage 10 at this point. Because it's been 5 years.
Yes.
And if he did it correctly
Oh, I was about to say
and he hit the spot, you got more than clean.
for
You got
real.
saran wrap at that point. So
For real. And
shoot. Because she
for
clingy
real.
now. And she
She
ain't even
clingy
got
now
the
and she ain't even got you so right. You
without a
so right.
kiss.
Oh my
They
God.
kiss.
Did they kiss?
They kiss.
When?
They've kissed.
No, they peck.
Okay, well maybe not passionately, but they've kissed.
Exactly. Because I think if
Okay.
they would have just done that would have helped them to get to the next moment because that's when you throw an arm around, that's when you throw a leg around, that's when you get the rubbing and pat, 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 and then it's dot, dot, dot. What comes next. They ain't got there. I'm sure she's so let down. She's so backed up. That's another thing too. She's so she's so backed up. She had 5 years, and then on top of that, now after this 5 years, she all giddy, think she gonna get some. She done plucked her eyebrows. She done waxed that mustache. She done put some
I
egg
am
treatment and
done.
mayonnaise in her hair. She got that good body wave flowing. She done got on the little skateboard for this fool. She didn't, she didn't accepted the little thumbs up. She just wanted a piece. And that fool said no.
And if he gave her a kiss, then she would have been excited about the kiss. But she been getting them kisses like your grandma give you. Come here,
Yep.
baby. That's what she be
Yep.
getting.
He been kissing her on the forehead, on the top of her head, that type of
Oh, see,
shit.
and he wrong for that. That's a tease right
Yes,
there.
that is.
That's why she over there wet. She, I'd say wet. I didn't say she's a wop. She's just wet.
Man, that's
She
where
ain't
my
WAP.
mind
She
originally
don't even.
went. I was like,
She don't even know.
uh-uh.
She don't even know what. She ain't even at WAP status.
Nah, she not. She just wet.
At all. She just wet.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably take them out and just ring them, because
Mm-mm.
it's been 5 years. But sheesh, And then she sees him with his shirt off and stuff, so I know she be all hot and bothered.
You know when he take his hair out the ponytail.
Oh, that's that sexy. Dee.
I
Yes.
think in one episode she was like, "You have to ponytail the bun." I was like, "Ugh, cut it." But you could tell she liked that. So
She do like that.
she's attracted and she's ready. So I'll give her
Yes.
kudos for that.
Yeah.
But mm-mm, mm-mm.
That fool said, "I'm not unattracted to you." I passed out.
He did say that.
What?
I had to look at the
What?
TV right quick, and I said, "He say unattractive. Just say you're not attracted. That's what you're saying. It would just
It's
say
not that
yes."
it's not that you're not attractive because you are. But if it's me that's
yeah,
attracted to
see, and
you,
I didn't
I'm
like
not unattracted to you.
yeah,
Come
and I didn't
on.
like how everything was well for me. I was like, it's not about just you, boo boo. It's not. And you need to come out of that context.
He just needs
Boo.
to say, "You know what? You're not my type," and that would
Right.
help out. You're not my type. Now
Right.
he's not saying that she's not pretty, but he didn't say that either. He didn't say she was cute.
Nope. He
He
needs
didn't
to
say none of it.
he says
He
she's not unattractive. You're not unattractive.
so
Damn,
she's
really?
not cute to you,
To
and that's what
you.
you're yeah.
What is it? The teeth? What is it? I watched another show and this fool on the first date, no, on the second date told her, "Have you ever thought about getting braces?"
Oh, I know you're
She was
talking
like,
about.
"I know." And she said, "Maybe." And he was like, "Well, if you fixed your teeth, you go 2 points higher." Well, if she didn't
Oh,
get the
that's
braces, what
awful.
would have happened? And that fool said probably wouldn't have been a third date. They was like, what? He was like, why is that so bad? That's my preference. So that seems like it could be something like this. That was another show that I saw. So this could be something like this. Like, is it certain things that's about her? Because when she first came on, she was nerdy. She had the Tupac unibrow. She had the mustache. She was
Did you
looking a
say
little,
Tupac?
Yes.
yeah, she looked a little nerdy. She looked like she went through
She
a
looked
makeover.
homeless.
She did look homely.
Go
And
ahead.
no, for
She did. She looked very homely.
She did, but Johnny, you know what? Johnny helped her out. So let's give him a kudos for bringing out that, what is that, cocoon into a butterfly. So thank you,
Yeah.
Johnny. Yay.
Yeah, he did. He brought her out. He elevated her.
He took her to a whole nother level because she was looking like who, what, when. And I'm about to go to look at a whale, but it's okay.
Not a whale.
She is a biology
A
student
marine
or ontology.
biologist.
Yeah, so you go look at whales. And then let's talk about Casey and Drew.
Okay.
Now, Drew, Casey, this is where I got issues with you. 1 minute you're complaining about dude. Then the next minute you want to flaunt your stuff in front of dude because what? You just really want some. Okay, that's all it comes down to. But when this thing is over, you are no longer going to be committed to him.
You think so?
Yeah. Mm-mm. And then her mother, all of a sudden you taking everything personal because your daughter don't want to experiment. So why you butting in something like that? That's something she got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that have to do with her? I didn't like what her mother was, I didn't like her mother doing that. That was.
I mean, these parents are very I mean, I'm gonna need y'all to stay in your lane and just accept the fact that your children are participating in an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Stop inserting yourself. I'm not understanding.
Right. Because who was the person your daughter married to? You or him?
Right.
Now her apartment was nice. I give her like she had a Pullman
Yeah.
apartment supposedly. I don't know if that's hers or not, but
Yeah.
and she's bossy. That's the other thing. You need to work on your bossy. You being bossy and controlling on how to make some dinner. I told him he didn't do it right. He said, "I'll stay right here." Then you made him go on and cook, and then he messed up the meal, and you didn't like it. Which one you want?
Yeah, and then what I didn't understand is, Casey, you wanted the dick.
Yes.
So I don't understand, why didn't you just take the dick? Why you gotta wait for him to make a move?
Because she ain't that type.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
She ain't that type. And now look where she at. She's sitting there upset.
Well, they did it.
They did it. She's not upset.
Who? Wait, who?
Casey and Drew.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Mm-hmm. Because the shady announcer or voiceover, one of the couples basically had sex, and then they showed.
Another couple took the next step.
Yeah, I was hoping. I was like, "Ooh, let it be Steve and Michelle." No.
Girl, you know it wasn't gonna be Steve and Michelle. Hell, if it was Steve and Michelle, they would have said that off top. Oh, Steve and Michelle finally have consummated their relationship.
Mm-hmm. They would have started off with them.
They sure would have. Because you'd have seen Michelle walking around skipping and hollering and everything.
Skipping.
Making coffee. She'd have been like she's in a damn
tea.
Snow White.
Tea.
Making tea. She'd have been skipping around like she was in a Disney movie. You'd have seen all the little birds and everything flying around
Disney.
her and shit.
So much.
Yeah, she was confusing for me. And their whole disagreement or agree to disagree on material or non-material, and I'm just sitting there going, first of all, why are you basing everything on material items, Drew? Just because I like this don't mean that, like she said, it doesn't really represent me as a person. It's a part of me what I like. I like certain things. It's like he like stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you like stuffed animals.
Room to talk.
Right. That's why I was like, what? First of all, your stuffed animals look cheap. But knowing that big one, you probably pay some money for that big one too.
Or the roommate did.
Roommate, whomever, but he buying that crap. So for you to be focused on material and it doesn't seem this and all that, but you getting sentimental over a stuffed animal.
But when they talked about who was gonna move where, broke ass Seb said he gonna move with the other little girl, and he said he's gonna move with her.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's also too because he got that roommate, so that's another reason why he's gonna move with her.
Right.
But yeah, he said he was gonna move with her.
Lizzie too. Oh, I'm not going to Adelaide. No, I wouldn't go. No, wait, was that?
Yeah, that was her.
That was Lizzie that said she wouldn't move to Adelaide. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, she was just like, oh, I'm not going. No, I'm not going to Adelaide. No. And what does Seth say? Yes, of course, I would move. Oh,
yes.
I'm totally taken by him.
I'm obsessed.
Right. Girl, get the hell out of here.
Right. Girl, you more than obsessed. You damn near possessed. Him getting that damn little tattoo for you. You think you special because he got some shit on your foot.
Oh,
and you got them 2 commas over there adding to your tattoos. Girl, you don't cut it out. Cut it out.
Cannot.
Well, poor little, I'm just going to end the note. Sorry, poor little Connie. She still ain't going to get her none. She needs to think about her mom and all that stuff because she's going to have to go back and sit there and look at her mom and her sister face. So hopefully she come up with some, strength and get some nuts and grab her huevos when it come to her mama and her face.
I think one of you all said that You hope that there's a reunion. Yeah. We talked
Yes,
about that last week. I really hope that there is a reunion because I want to
me too.
see what happens. What happens with these people? Do they come back and are they involved with someone else or
I need Connie to be snatched and laid and everything. I need her to have on some little lashes or some mascara and a short skirt and flip them legs and flip her hair and be like, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Johnny did me a favor. Fuck you, Johnny. I mean, sorry. Thank you for not doing it to me. And I'm in a relationship now. I never would have been able to do it without this. Thank you, Married at First Sight. Something.
yeah.
Something. And I need Johnny to be over there like, well, I don't know. And I need Michelle Ass to be in a different relationship or at least have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna end this week.
Hopefully.
It's just a hopefully. I think
For real. Let's put her out of her misery because I'm tired.
yeah. Right.
But what if she moved in with Steve?
Oh my God, no.
What if they moved in together? Because clearly they got to get their own. They need to get an apartment together because his place is too small.
Right.
So what if? Which we will see come Thursday.
And the first thing I would ask him, when's the last time you had sex? That's the first thing I want to ask him.
Tell you, he got high blood pressure.
He got diabetic.
He got that ED.
He got that ED.
Oh, that's cold.
I don't think so. I think he's a man. I don't know.
Either.
I don't think he's the one night stand capable person.
Okay,
and I
but
think
this
that
ain't
Michelle
a one
is.
night stand.
Yep. But
Hell
you
no,
have to
that.
be able to have a certain mind frame. Right. You have to have that certain, not mind frame or mentality, but you have to be able to,
You
know.
52 years
Don't
old.
matter. That don't matter, girl. Don't you know by now that age ain't nothing but a number? We women and men too, but especially women, that don't mean shit.
Whose mother asked about salary?
That was Lizzie's mom.
See,
she asked Seb.
Okay, that for me, that's personal.
Was out of the right. That was out of line.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's just like at least this man has jobs. It's not like he just has that one job and making $25 an hour. And then
she
that's it.
About my wage.
Right, but he has several, multiple jobs. Come on, at least he is doing something. Give that man credit.
See, I would have shut that down and will let her know.
Lizzie was sitting there stuffing her face.
She was, but she did cut it though. After a while, she said, "I knew it was gonna be bad, but Mom, cut it out." She said, "Back up." Yeah. She did let it go a little bit too long. No, I agree.
She did,
but she did at least say, "Like Mom, like cut it out."
Up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her mom was like, "Well, I'm just asking," but she's spoiled. That's why I'm calling her Elizabeth. Oh, see, she's Elizabeth Jr. It's something with them Elizabeths. She is spoiled because her mama wants to know, with her being with you, are y'all both gonna come asking me for money now, or is it just gonna still be her? Because I need her to get out of my pocket. Is basically what the mama's saying. If you marrying her, I need you to take over that and handle that.
They should have given. The mom should have given him an envelope. What did Elizabeth's dad give Jamie? Ooh, what did he give her?
Yes, it was an envelope. It was like her bills.
Her car registration.
Yes, and said, "Go handle that. Go."
Yes.
Normally, I would pay for this, but you go handle that. Yeah, because remember her tags expired because she didn't know
how to go renew them. Yeah, her
dad. They give you directions.
Girl, you can do it online if you don't cut it the hell out. But I guess she said since I wasn't paying for it, then I don't need to know how to do it.
Right.
Because you see, but that's only to give her some responsibility. You see, Jamie handles everything. She asking Jamie, "Can I go home? Can we go home?" Mm-hmm. That kind of bothers me too.
It is something about those Lizzies, those Beths.
Right, those Beths.
Well, this week is gonna be really, really interesting. Mm-hmm. But we winding down. Thank God, because it felt like I've been watching this series, this season, my whole entire life.
We have been. When I saw the thing this season or this time, it didn't have like the title of it. It said episode 26 to 27.
Yep. Had the
Yeah, I was
numbers.
like,
Yeah.
I said, oh, okay. I said, even little the TV station tired of it. Which one's the season again?
Right.
26, 27.
My gosh. Like, I will never complain about a show being too long or it being too short.
Right,
Yeesh. Good
right.
night. Basically, we've seen the same thing play out from week to week, and I think that's where it's starting to get a little stale.
Yeah. But at least they give you 2 episodes and then one each week.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Shit,
I can last.
we be
Going
watching
into
it
next
the whole
year.
year. It'd be one every year. They should start in January. They got 52 episodes.
Facts.
Jeez.
All right. Well, and on that note, we are done. All right.
We're done.
Well, thank you so much for lending us your ear. I hope you will enjoy the conversation. Definitely let us know, what do you think about the last standing couples? It's like 5 couples left. We started with
Yeah.
80.
Right. Right. We did start with 80.
We did. It's like it was said before, the amazing race. Okay. So the countdown is
Bad.
to who is going to last. Okay. Definitely continue to check us out here on popbreak.com as well as all social media platforms at Live, Laugh, and Lovey. All right, ladies, I shall see you next week on the sofa.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.